All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakaha, Kwadash. Double honors to my elders, apostles, and the bishops of Great Millstone, or GMS for short. This is where I have learned this truth, and this is where I'm still learning this truth. And also shalom to the remnant and the elect of Israel. All right, Lord willing, I am of that number. Okay. We're going to go into just a quick touch on Revelation 13, verses 16 and 17. We're not going to get too much, or we're not going to get into, actually, we might. Yeah, I think we might go ahead and search. Yeah, we might go ahead and search something else up in this video. I didn't know if we were going to or not, but the Spirit says that this is what we're going to do. So this is what we're going to do. All right. So let's read this prophecy first. All right. It reads, again, Revelation 13, verses 16 and 17. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right. First of all, this prophecy, okay, has not come to fruition yet, but the technology that is used within this prophecy is already in the earth. How can we say both things? All right. Because the first four words of this prophecy reads, and he causeth all. All right. This he being Esau, Edom, all right, the wicked. Okay. And the causeth all goes back to the Greek word poieo, which means to make ready, and so at the same time to institute. Okay, what we're going to focus on here is the to make ready. Okay, actually, let's go ahead and get this word really quick.
Strong's G 4160, poieo.
Okay, so it says to bring forth. All right, to make to. All right, it says to be the authors of a thing, to cause, to bring about. All right. Down here at the bottom note says to make ready, and so at the same time to institute. And this is what we're speaking of, all right? The to make ready to, okay? Because one of the things that they're going to use or do in this period of to make ready to is to present this technology in a positive light, in a likable manner, give it all kinds of traits where people actually look forward to getting this thing. All right, so they'll use all types of words surrounding this technology. All right, and this is why we go read about these certain institutions, these certain manufacturers, right? These certain people, these names that surround this technology that come about. Okay, because the Lord said, "Don't trust." Let me go to get it in this apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10, I believe. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Also, verse 16 of the same book and chapter says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Okay? Also, it tells you Um, all right. Let's go ahead and go here. First Thessalonians 5:3. For when they hold on, let me see. Let me start at 1. First Thessalonians 5:1, it says, But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say, Peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. All right, so they're going to use peace and safety through words to get you to be on board with this technology that's on the horizon. All right, hold on. Let me get back to, all right, Revelation 13 and 16 again. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand. Let me look at this word, receive.
Strong's G 1325. Didomi. Didomi.
Uh, mm, it says to cause, give forth from one's self, to cause to come forth, uh, to give one to someone as his own, as an object of his saving care, to give one to someone, to follow him as a leader and master. All right, to give one to someone to care for his interests, to give one to someone to whom he already belonged. Damn. To return. All right, the reason why I said damn is because, all right, it's not really a question of if you want to take this mark. All right, a lot of people that are outside of Israel are even seeing that this is the mark of the beast, right? Israelites, 2/3 of Israel, all right, at least in America, aren't even being, don't even know the Lord really, all right? Otherwise, they would return, okay? But it's not a question of if you want to take this thing or not. It's a question of what is the Lord going to have you do? Okay, so if you spent all this time, oops, damn, not considering the Lord, what makes you think that the Lord, when this thing comes on the scene, this time of testing, all right, what makes you think He's going to save you out of that, man? All right, just because you don't want to take it, He might be like, well, look, you've been worshiping this wicked one for this long. Here's your badge, all right? Because this thing acts as a badge of servitude, all right? Which means he's been ruling over you this whole time anyway. All right, this evil one. Okay, hold on. Let me find the scripture really quick. Proverbs, Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of the Lord, How can a man then understand his own way? All right. You don't know what the Lord is going to have you do. Okay. You don't know what the Lord is going to have you do. Let me get some precepts to this. Psalm 37:23. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Okay. Jeremiah 10:23. O Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not of man, it is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. All right. Proverbs 16:9. All right. A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directeth his steps. Okay. Man. So it is not a question of if you want to, what you want to do when this thing comes on the scene. All right. It is a question of what is the Lord going to have you do. All right. We consider this thought because we know that the Lord controls all things. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? Again, that was Proverbs 20:24. Okay. So the receive, let me see. Remember that word for receive? It said um, to give one to someone to whom he already belonged. That's all the Lord is doing when you receive this thing. All right, he's giving you up to whom you already belong to. All right, that's why you're down here. You can't understand the truth. You go against it because it disrupts your comfortability. All right, you run to this man. You run to the evil man in need, but the power, you don't even look towards our power, man. Okay, let me get this other verse. I'm gonna start at Romans 1:20. It says, "For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. But that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened." I gotta go here really quick. Cross reference to that. Mm. Romans 1:19, it says, because that which may be known of God is manifest in them, for God hath showed it unto them. Romans 1:28 reads, "And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind, to do those things which are not convenient." And then John 3:19, it says, "And this is the condemnation, that the light is come into the world, and men loved darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil." All right, the truth is here, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, the truth is here. But still, you'd rather go into the dark. All right, you want to be outside of the light, just like all these roaches and shit, man. You'd rather scatter from this light because your deeds are evil, and you love them deeds, man. You love them. All right, let me see. Mm. 2 Timothy 3 and 2. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents. All right, who is your father? All right, the Almighty Yahweh. Disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. Y'all say it. Y'all thankful for this and that when it comes to the Lord, but you're really not, man. Okay? You are really not thankful. Unholy. All right, what does holy mean? All right, to be separate, to be set apart or set apart. You are unholy. All right, you are merging more and more with the thoughts, the spirit of this world. Okay? Man. Mm. All right, there's a lot more to read, but I'm gonna go back. We need to get back to this prophecy so we can look up. I don't even know what made us come down. Oh, okay. Receiving that mark. All right. The Lord has given you up to whom you belong to already. All right. So yeah, let's get back to this prophecy. So and he, all right, that he is the wicked, causeth all of this thing being made mandatory. This technology. This is when this prophecy comes to fruition. When this thing is made mandatory. And it will happen. They'll come up with something to have people begging for this thing. I put a short clip on this channel where it was just a newscaster, okay? But what he said is that something along the lines of federal, uh, uh, the government taking over is needed, okay? He said martial law might be declared, but he said that uh, basically, you can look it up. All right, I don't want to put any words into his mouth, but that was the point behind what he was saying. This is how they are sly and crafty with their words. Okay? They're begging for a policy to be made for the powers that be to have full rule over this place, man. To make ready. Right? They to make ready, and so at the same time the institute shows you right there. All right, they're on both sides of this thing. They cause the problems, they present the solution. And this technology is going to be presented as a solution for those of you uh, who have the creature in reverence more than the creator. All right, they're going to present this thing to you as a savior. You're just going to fall for it. You're going to be begging for it, believe it or not. All right, believe it or not. Um, so a couple of examples of this technology. First of all, this technology is the micro C hip or the RFID C hip. Now, a couple of examples of this technology is Walletmore, WALLETMOR. That's one word. Go look up that technology and filter it through Revelation 13, verses 16 and 17. All right, you need to filter the world through these scriptures, man. You need to filter yourself through these scriptures. Okay, you'll see the direction that is going on. It's plain. It's very plain. Our forefathers wrote these things on plain tables that we might understand them, okay, and run and give this warning because they were also being obedient, just as we are in passing on these warnings, all right, even though most of the world isn't going to listen, okay, most of the world is not going to take heed to this, all right, but another example of this technology is Neuralink or Elon Musk's brain technology, okay, Elon Musk's brain technology. Okay, and then some other names would be, and don't pay attention to the names. The names of manufacturers, people surrounding this technology can change. The point being, go look at this technology. Okay, listen out for the peace Listen out for the safety. Okay? All right? And see how many times they mention the Lord, man. All right? And even if they do happen to mention the Lord, you better filter it through these scriptures. All right? Because a lot of people are telling you that the laws aren't in play, that the Lord loves everyone on equal levels. All right? That the Lord has no expectations. These are all lies, man. All right? They're all lies. Let's get this really quick. For you Israelites, man, that follow this man, he is your father. All right? Hold on. This is John chapter 8. Let's see. John 8 and 41 I'll start at. All right, the point is in 44. It says, "Ye do the deeds of your father." All right, you take heed to lies. You lie. You say you're thankful for the Lord. You say that the Lord is all love. All right, you have a zeal for the Lord, but not according to knowledge. All right, by default, you lie because you don't understand. All right, you don't understand what is being told to you here. Okay, it says, "Ye do the deeds of your father." Then said they to him, "We be not born of fornication. We have one Father, even God." Now listen to this. Man. Somebody said, as long as you have faith. All right, as long as you have, well, what do you have faith in? Even atheists have faith. So what is that you have faith in? Because if it is the one and true God of these of Israel, all right, that the Bible speaks of, all right, then you would walk this way. You wouldn't push away his word. You wouldn't make your own opinions after this. You wouldn't lean on your own understanding. All right. John 8 and 42 says, Yahushua said unto them, if Yahweh were your father, ye would love me. For I proceeded forth and came from Yahweh. Neither came I of myself, but he sent me. And that speaks to you Trinitarians too. All right. It says, neither came I of myself. So if he was a Trinity, he came down here of himself. That blew that out of the water. Neither came I of myself, but he sent me. John 8 and 43. Why do ye not understand my speech? Even because ye cannot hear my word. You don't have the ears to hear, nor the eyes to see, man. Here's a point. John 8 and 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father he will do. All right, anything outside of this truth, anything headed towards a lie, going deeper into darkness. All right, it reads, he was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. All right. So let me see. I want to look at something really quick. Here's the word for father.
Strong's G 3962. Pater. Pater.
It says metaphor, the originator and transmitter of anything. All right. The authors of a family or society of persons animated by the same spirit as himself. Okay? This is how we can say Yahweh is our father. right? And Yahweh Shai also, because Yahweh Shai, he was the first. He's the first and the last. Okay? He was the first of us, man. The first of these spirits down here. All right? Hold on, where did I go? It says, one who has infused his own spirit into others, who actuates and governs their minds. And that's what these people do. All right? All right? You are letting the creature form your brain, but then you want to speak about how much these pages have been changed. The spirit allows us to see through what they put in here and see beyond what they took out, or see to what they took out. The spirit just makes everything connect, man. But you, all right, they are taking you away, or they came and they took that seed away. All right. Speaking to Yahweh Shai, it also says this about the word for father. It says, one who stands in a father's place and looks after another in a paternal way. All right. It says a title of honor. It says teachers, as those whom pupils trace back the knowledge of and training they have received. All right. So not only Yahweh, through Yahweh Shai, all right, through their men. Yes. All the way down to today. There are men here today that are our fathers in spirit. All right. Again, if you don't understand this, let me read this to you again. John 8 and 43. Why do ye not understand my speech? Even because ye cannot hear my word. All right. So, let's get back here to Revelation 13, verse 16. And he, all right, the wicked, causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now you see, with these fires, all right, out there in Cali, yes, the people on the street are used to being walked on by. All right. So now, the ones out there that really need help, that have some type of what they think is status in this world, all right, they are seeing what it's like to be walked on by. But all of them, all right, are going after answers from this man. They want help from this man, the wicked, the one who set up the problems in order to knock you down. All right. So everybody's going to hang on their answer, and everybody's going to be ready for a gift when they're ready to give it. All right. We have our mindset and our spirit towards Yahweh, Baal Shem Yahweh Shai, this truth, this light. All right. So, other names that are surrounding this technology would be, all right, and again, don't pay attention to the names, they can be changed. Go look at the technology. All right, because the names are going to keep changing. These people are slick, they're crafty. All right. So we looked up Motif Neurotech, National Institute of Health's Brain Initiative. We looked up Precision Neuroscience. We looked up Layer 7 Cortical Interface. And today we're going to look up Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute, which I had no idea, all right, that they had anything like that, but it's not surprising. Okay, so let's look this up. All right, Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute. Let's see. All right, let's read some things on this. Now again, all right, we're listening for peace and safety. And uh, honorary mentions, we're going to look for the word convenience, or Anything that is similar to that word: convenience, peace, and safety. All right. Trust. Anything that has to do with that. All right. Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute. And this is from Wiki. So do your own due diligence. All right. Uh, what was that? Let me find this verse really quick. And prove all things, hold fast to that which is good. Let's see. Oops. 1 Thessalonians 5:21. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good. All right, let's look up something else. All right, 2 Peter chapter 1. Let me start from the top. 1 Peter 1:1. It says, Simon Peter, a servant and an apostle of Yahushua HaMashiach, to them that have obtained like precious faith with us through the righteousness of God and our Savior, Yahushua HaMashiach. It says, grace and peace be multiplied unto you through the knowledge of our power, all right, and of Yahushua our Lord. It says, according as his divine power hath given unto us all things that pertain unto life and godliness, through the knowledge of him that hath called us to glory and virtue. Excuse me. 2 Peter 1:4 now, whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises, that by these ye might be partakers of the divine nature, having escaped the corruption that is in the world through lust. That made me think of another. Okay. Me and the brother always go over this. What verse is this? Is it Romans 12:12? Let's see really quick. No, it's not it. All right, no, I'm wrong. Okay, let me see. Kick myself in the butt when I see it. Yeah, Romans 8:18. All right. So, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. All right. Just as it spoke here in 2 Peter 1:4, whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises. That's why nothing compares to what is going to be revealed to us, man. We know that the Lord promises us great things, all right? That by these ye might be partakers of the divine nature, having escaped the corruption that is in the world through lust. Uh, um, let me see if I can find this one now. First Maccabees 3, and I think it's the last two verses. Hold on. Nope, I'm wrong about that too. Hold on a second. All right, now I gotta find this, man. Now I don't know if it was Wisdom of Solomon. Hold on. Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 23. All right, let me read that Second Peter again first. All right, Second Peter 1 and 4. Whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises. Okay, that by these ye might be partakers of the divine nature, having escaped the corruption that is in the world through lusts. All right, and that just made me think of this. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, verse 23 and 24. For God created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own eternity. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it. Okay, I gotta read the first verse of chapter 3 of Wisdom of Solomon. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of God, and there shall no torment touch them. All right. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. All right. So 2 Peter 1 and 5 now. And besides this, giving all diligence, adding to your faith virtue, and to virtue knowledge, and to knowledge temperance, and to temperance patience, and to patience godliness, and to godliness brotherly kindness, and to brotherly kindness charity. For if these things be in you and abound, they make you that ye shall neither be barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord Yahushua Hamashiach. But he that lacketh these things is blind, and cannot see afar off, and hath forgotten that he was purged from his old sins. Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence. That's the point. Give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fail. Okay. All right. Prove all things. Give diligence. Right. So, in reading about these names around this technology, all right, you want to give your due diligence. Okay. And you want to be circumspect and listen for peace, safety, all right, to how they're going to try to get you to take this mark of the beast, all right. So this is why we read about these certain institutions, manufacturers, or people surrounding these technologies, all right. Sooner or later, we're not going to be able to read about these things. The internet is going to be changed as we know it, maybe even taken offline, unless you unless you receive this mark of the beast, all right. So again, we're reading about the Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute. Okay, it says it is an independent, nonprofit institution focused on the study of human memory and memory diseases. All right, it says it's founded in 1999. It says the institute is part of the West Virginia University Medicine Health Sciences campus. All right, anyway, let me get down here. The institute is one of the world's leading research centers focusing on innovative procedures to treat Alzheimer's disease and to expand clinical research and academic missions of neurosurgery, neurology, behavioral behavioral medicine, psychiatry, and other neuroscience issues. All right, so that's going to perk a lot of people's ears up when it says anything about treating Alzheimer's. All right, that's one of these diseases, okay, that are running around here and are very popular. And if you can cure it or treat it, why not get this thing? Okay, peace, safety, trust us all the time, all right? When it comes to putting this mark, this C hip in your body, don't do it. Do not do it. Okay? It gives some history. Let's read this though. Let's go down here to clinical trials. Wow. Clinical trials. It says Alzheimer's. It says on October 16th, 2018, a retired nurse diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease became the world's first person to undergo a phase 2 clinical trial at the Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute of a new procedure using ultrasound waves to slow the effects of Alzheimer's. The procedure, requiring no incisions into the brain, applied a new use of an ultrasound helmet called Exablate Neuro. Yeah, I didn't forget my pen this time. I left it out here so I wouldn't have to. All right, let's all right. What was this called? Exablate Neuro. Okay. It says with 1,022 probes combined with magnetic resonance imaging, or MRI, to deliver low intensity ultrasound waves that converge to target the hip, hippocampus, hippocampus, whatever it's called. Hold on. The hippocampus also hippocampus proper. All right. It says Latin from says from Greek seahorse, hippocampi. Hippocampi is Latin from the Greek seahorse. All right. So hippocampus, hippocampus, hippocampus. All right. Hippocampus. All right. It's a part that's in the brain. It says is a major component of the brain of humans and many other vertebrates. In the human brain, the hippocampus, the dentate gyrus, and the subiculum are the components of the hippocampal formation located in the limbic system. The hippocampus plays important roles in the consolidation of information from short-term memory to long-term memory, and in spatial memory that enables navigation in humans and other primates. The hippocampus is also, is located in the archicortex, one of the three regions of allocortex in each hemisphere, with neural projections to the neocortex. Anyway, that's a bunch of big words, right? But we're gonna listen for peace, safety, all right, trust us, convenience. Okay. So it says the hippocampus in Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia, the hippocampus is one of the first regions of the brain to suffer damage. Short-term memory loss and disorientation are included among the early symptoms. All right, I just wanted to read a little bit about this. Hold on, what does it say? Uh, it says short-term memory loss and disorientation are included among the early symptoms. Damage to the hippocampus can also result from oxygen starvation or hypoxia. All right. People with extensive bilateral hippocampal damage may experience anterograde amnesia, the inability to form and retain new memories. All right, I just want to see what that was really quick. Let's go back to this Rockefeller. Okay. So those MRIs can send ultrasound waves that'll converge to target things like Alzheimer's or anything that has to do with the hip hippo what is that? Hippocampus. All right. Anyway, so now let's go to another section. It says chronic pain and opioid use. It says on November, and again we're reading clinical trials of Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute, things that they are attacking or working on fixing with this technology. All right, with the things that they're studying in this institution. Chronic pain and opioid use. On November 15th, 2018, the Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute at West Virginia University became the first site in the nation to enroll a patient in a randomized phase 3 clinical trial to reduce opioid use for chronic pain. The patient was injected in the lower back with a non-opioid, non-steroid, clonidine micropellet to treat sciatica pain for up to 1 year. The trial marked an effort to reduce opioid use in West Virginia and the nation, or, oh yeah, okay, so the trial marked an effort to reduce opioid use in West Virginia and the nation for chronic pain. Per capita, West Virginia has the highest number of opioid addicted individuals. All right. It says sleep. It says in May 2018, the institute began a clinical trial on sleep cycles with Thrive Global, the wellness company founded by, and it gives his name. I'm not going to look that up. Uh, okay, hold on. Curriculum. It says in April 2019, the West Virginia University Board of Governors created a new department of neuroscience in its School of Medicine to consolidate neuroscience education in neurology, neurosurgery, behavioral medicine, and psychiatry, and advance research in brain health and brain disorders. All right, so anyway, this is uh just building their resume of trust. All right, so they didn't too much go into any, all right, technologies that sound like it would be associated with a brain C-hip, but you never know. All right, these are just pay attention to the words, the history, the what do you call it? The resume that it's building. All right, with these technologies. All right, did we read this? No, we didn't. Anyway, so yeah, just keeping yeah, just keep track of where this world is going, man. All these technologies, all right, are playing a part in some way, whether it be just getting you used to hearing that these technologies are getting more and more safe, all right, uh, to get you used to hearing that all types of diseases, whether they be diseases of today or diseases of the future, all right, that these technologies will be able to fix or work on. Basically, make these technologies will make it all worth it to receive this C hip in your hand or in your forehead. All right. So that was it for the. I thought maybe. Oh, as a matter of fact, let's go back here for a second. Let me see. Let's try a different search really quick. All right. Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute and RFID. Let's see what this says. I keep seeing that layer 7 pop up. The one that we did a video on the last time. Uh, let's look up. Let's look at this. Let's look at this article really quick. Hmm. I'll just read a little bit of this. This article is called "New Center for Ambitious Neuroscience Projects Comes to Campus." What campus? This is the Rockefeller University. Okay. It says Rockefeller researchers now have exclusive access to advanced. This is in December of 2024, by the way. Rockefeller research now have Rockefeller researchers now have exclusive access to advanced neuroimaging technologies developed by the new Elizabeth R. Miller Brain Observatory, or MBO, which celebrated its official launch on September 12th at an event in the Carson Family Auditorium. The goal of the observatory is to support ambitious long-term research projects that aim to answer neurobiology questions beyond the scope of currently commercially available technologies. Located in 3 interconnected rooms in Smith Hall, the MBO, or Miller Brain Observatory, all right, offers optical imaging technologies that capture views of the brain at an unprecedented scale, resolution, speed, and depth, and a dedicated staff with expertise in advanced optics and computational processing. I'm going to skip down to advanced neuroimaging. It says MBO's flagship instrument is light beads microscopy, or LBM, a 2-photon calcium imaging technique developed in the Vasari lab that can record the activity of more than 1 million neurons across the entire cortex of the mouse brain simultaneously, a 100-fold increase over previous technologies. LBM has been used, for example, to reveal that brain activity seems to be a continuous hum rather than a staccato noise. Explain why practice makes perfect at a neurocircuitry level, and identify how a common reward pathway may shed light on substance use disorders. There was a reason why I was reading this. Hold on. All right. I didn't really I thought I had seen something down here. All right. There was nothing down there. Let me see. All right, I only did a